Welcome everyone to our Biopharma podcast. I'm Kerstin.
And I'm Roxy. In this series, we are going to be uncovering how scientists are rewriting the rules within biopharma for analytical science.
In today's episode, we are going to talk about mRNA, short for messenger RNA. And we have Jérémie Parot from SINTEF with us, an expert for the analysis of mRNA. Welcome, Jérémie.
Thank you so much.
We're grateful to have you here. Before we get started today, where in the world are you, Jérémie?
I'm located in Norway, so north of Europe, working in Trondheim, which is a city around like 1/3 from the south to the north of Norway.
Norway sounds awesome. What would you be doing right now if you weren't on our podcast?
I will be doing what I was doing like 20 minutes ago, working on mRNA analysis, dividing myself between two different instruments, capillary electrophoresis for mRNA quality and integrity assessment. And at the same time, I was working on field for fractionation to characterize and mainly separate different populations of mRNA.
That sounds awesome. We will jump into it.
So to get to know you a bit more about you, we'd like to ask a couple questions. Answer with the first thing that comes into your head.
Okay.
As a research scientist, would you say that you are a gatherer or a hunter?
Hunter.
If you were shrunk down to the size of a molecule, which molecule would you be?
Oxygen. So important.
Yeah, very important. Do you prefer an easy or a challenging analysis?
I prefer challenging. It's way better to spend days and hours trying to understand something than to do something that is easy and will take you 3 minutes and then you will get bored.
Great answer. So let's get into some more in-depth questions. Who are SINTEF?
SINTEF is a non-profit research organization. It's one of the largest in Europe. It's then around 2,000 plus people working on many various fields, which goes from like gene therapy, like I'm working on, to nanotechnology, which can be solar panel, which can be like materials, oils. So you have 1/3 of the personnel is like researchers, then helped by many people around. And we are working on half will be public funded projects such as like Norwegian Research Council or EU projects, and half will be direct project with customers, private companies coming to us with challenges and so on, and in which we are helping them and supporting them.
And for your field of gene therapy, what do you enjoy most?
I will say the most amazing thing is that you will get new knowledge every day because this field is going like really fast. And so you have to work on your own challenges. And at the same time, you have to keep an eye on the other one, which will find new things and which will feed you and help you to get new ideas or new concepts to support what you want to achieve.
Thank you. At a very high level, what are you doing when you are working on mRNA research?
What I'm mainly doing is two things. The first thing is to get the best characterization tools and methods to know kind of the mRNA I have in front of me. And then I will move to trying to encapsulate this mRNA into something to potentially deliver this product to in vivo and then potentially to humans.
Are there any specific analytical challenges that you face specifically with mRNA and LNP?
Yes, I think there is decent challenges. And the very first one with mRNA is the fact that this molecule is very fragile, which makes everything around kind of special and particular in a sense that you have to be careful and to really keep track of everything you are doing to avoid as much as you can to yourself damage, change, interfere into the molecules and that you will be analyzing later on. And that things makes everything very special. On top of it, this molecule is a bit like a snake. It's really long and it's really thin, and it can get into very various structures. on top of different chemistries used. So all together, it makes it being kind of special molecule to analyze due to the fact it can go from low molecular weight to very high, and you have to find tools which will not affect the molecule and give you some really good insight and knowledge.
Yeah, very interesting. So what would you say the biggest challenge is in the field right now?
The biggest challenges are around getting very proper and reliable quantification methods. Because I think now we are confident into how to work with this type of molecules, how to protect them from being degraded, and what do we do, what we should not do, and so on. But then the question are, okay, now we have the rules around, but we need to get a proper quantification of the product we have in mind and we want to analyze. And on that, I think the challenge is to make sure we have proper standards to be able to quantify it properly, and we have proper tools.
Is there anything in particular you are very excited about for the future of that field of mRNA lipid nanoparticle research?
Yeah, I think we can only be excited and look forward for this field. There is so many possibilities in front of us, which can be around like treating new disease, targeting different cells, and kind of in a very efficient manner, targeting organs. And on my side, I'm really looking forward to developing really good tools which are well known and well explained, that can offer to the world and the industrials tools to move forward in a faster way along their R&D and their development of new products, and especially on the mRNA molecule integrity and quantification.
That does sound indeed very exciting. We want to thank you so much, Jérémie, for joining us today and giving your insights on mRNA LNP research. Thank you, Jérémie.
Thank you so much.
And to our viewers, thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to visit 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗏 to learn more about applications for mRNA. Until then, keep rewriting the rules. Goodbye.